Jeremy Clarkson, dodging bullets, as he gives health update after heart surgery. Jeremy Clarkson was rushed to hospital last year for urgent heart surgery, and said he was now doing everything in his power to not die, in a bid to see his grandchildren grow up. Top Gear star Jeremy Clarkson has opened up about his health after a terrifying hospitalization last year. In October, Jeremy, 64, sparked major concern after he revealed that he'd undergone heart surgery, and that if he hadn't received medical attention when he did, it could have resulted in a fatal heart attack. Jeremy described returning to his Cotswolds farm when he started to feel clammy, with a tightness in his chest and pins and needles in his left arm. Doctors fitted a stent in his arteries to keep them open during surgery, but warned him that a fatal heart attack could potentially still have been days away. Now, Jeremy has admitted that he's trying to take control of his health, inspired by the arrival of his second granddaughter, whom his daughter Emily welcomed in December. In his Sunday Times column, he shared how he wants his time with his grandchildren to go on for as long as is humanly possible. The Who Wants to Be a Millionaire host added, which means I must do everything in my power to not die. Jeremy described his level of fitness waning over the years, sharing, Michelangelo's David burns more calories than I do when I'm out and about, so I continued to get fatter and more out of breath, and when you want to see your grandchildren grow up, that's not good enough. The star explained how he tried multiple different ways to exercise, and has just discovered that his reformer Pilates machine might be the right type of workout for him. And that makes me happy because so far I've relied on luck to keep me alive. But I'm in Sniper's Alley right now and I have to work at dodging the bullets, he said of the work he does with his instructor. Alongside exercise, Jeremy revealed earlier this month that he's been under strict instructions to change his rich diet, which consisted of a heavy consumption of alcohol, red meat, and smoking. I do feel very well. I have been to see a dietitian. The dietitian has given me a pretty good list and said, don't eat processed food. If it's got more than one ingredient in it, don't eat it. I feel great. Reflecting on the experience, he confessed it was a wake-up call that made him think, that was close, leading him to reassess his diet and lifestyle choices. Pub landlord Jeremy has also had to make some booze cutbacks, despite making no secret of his enjoyment of a few drinks. But even by his standards, however, he admitted that he drinks far too much wine, with his partner Lisa Hogan, revealing that the couple would usually get through at least 2 bottles a night. Clarkson's farm. Caleb Cooper travels abroad for first time. Caleb Cooper, a fan favorite from the hit television series Clarkson's Farm, has recently experienced a momentous milestone, his first ever trip abroad. Known for his humorous, no-nonsense demeanor and his crucial role in supporting Jeremy Clarkson on the farm, Caleb has become one of the standout stars of the Amazon Prime show. His journey beyond the UK's borders marks a significant personal and professional moment in the life of this young farming prodigy. The unexpected star of Clarkson's Farm. For those who have been following Clarkson's Farm, Caleb Cooper's rise to fame has been nothing short of remarkable. A Yorkshire native, Caleb was initially introduced to audiences as the farmhand who was tasked with guiding the unprepared and often clueless Clarkson through the intricacies of farming. With his deep knowledge of agriculture and candidness about Clarkson's lack of experience, Caleb quickly became an integral part of the show's success. What began as a light-hearted documentary about Clarkson's attempt to run a farm, evolved into a character-driven narrative where Caleb's expertise and personality took center stage. His witty one-liners, sharp observations, and tough love toward Clarkson earned him a loyal fanbase, with many viewers finding his straightforward manner both refreshing and relatable. Caleb's journey abroad. A new chapter. Caleb's trip abroad represents a significant step in his life, especially considering the nature of his work on the farm. Caleb, who is used to the rhythms of farm life in the UK, has rarely ventured far from his home country. However, the opportunity arose for Caleb to travel overseas for the first time, and it's one that he embraced with both excitement and a hint of nervousness. The trip, which was organized as part of a special segment for Clarkson's Farm, took Caleb to the Netherlands, a country renowned for its advanced agricultural practices, innovative farming technologies, and lush, expansive fields. For a young farmer like Caleb, visiting a place that is considered a world leader in agriculture provided a wealth of learning opportunities. In a behind-the-scenes look shared with fans, Caleb expressed his initial surprise at how different the farming techniques were compared to what he had known back home in the UK. It was crazy to see how things were done over there, Caleb shared. They're way ahead of us in some areas, like technology and efficiency, but still hold on to traditional methods too. It was a real eye-opener. A different kind of farming experience. While Clarkson's farm primarily focuses on the struggles and triumphs of British farming, Caleb's trip abroad introduced him to a new perspective on global agricultural practices. In the Netherlands, he had the chance to visit innovative farms that employ state-of-the-art equipment, such as automated tractors, drones for crop monitoring, and vertical farming systems. Caleb, who is deeply passionate about improving farming techniques, was particularly interested in how Dutch farmers have managed to increase yield while minimizing their environmental footprint. "I was fascinated by the way they're integrating technology with the land," he said. "They've got it figured out when it comes to sustainable farming. It's something we can definitely learn from in the UK." Caleb also had the opportunity to meet with local farmers and experts, exchanging ideas about crop management, animal husbandry, and the future of farming. The cultural exchange provided him with valuable insights into how farming communities worldwide are navigating the same challenges of climate change, market pressures, and the push for more sustainable practices. One of the standout moments of Caleb's trip was a visit to a Dutch farm that specialized in dairy production. Caleb, who is used to working with cattle on Clarkson's farm, was keen to see how the Dutch had optimized their dairy operations. "Their cows are so well cared for, and the milking process is much more automated than what we do," Caleb remarked. "But they still have a real personal touch with their animals, which I think is key." This balance between tradition and innovation was something Caleb admired during his time abroad. "It's all about finding the right balance," he explained. "You can't just throw technology at a farm and hope for the best. It needs to be a partnership between the land, the animals, and the people." A humbling experience. Caleb's trip abroad also served as a reminder of how far he has come since first joining Clarkson's farming adventure. Coming from a working-class background in Yorkshire, Caleb has always been grounded in the realities of farming. However, stepping into a global arena and interacting with farmers from different parts of the world humbled him. "Meeting other farmers from across the globe really makes you appreciate how small our world can be, yet how connected it all is," Caleb said. "Everyone's facing the same problems, but we all have our own ways of dealing with them." This newfound appreciation for international farming practices reinforced Caleb's belief in the importance of continuing to innovate and adapt in the face of global challenges. "We've got to keep pushing forward and improving," he said. "Farming isn't just about doing what we've always done. It's about growing, learning, and making the world a better place for the next generation of farmers." The impact on Clarkson's farm. Caleb's experience abroad is expected to have a significant impact on the next season of Clarkson's farm. The show, which already has a reputation for offering an honest and humorous portrayal of farming life, is set to dive deeper into the global aspects of agriculture, with Caleb's trip serving as a springboard for exploring farming techniques from around the world. Producers of the show have hinted that Caleb's international travels will play a key role in upcoming episodes, showcasing his newfound knowledge and how it might influence the farming operations on Clarkson's property. Viewers can expect to see Caleb incorporate some of the ideas and methods he encountered abroad into the farm's day-to-day operations. "I'm looking forward to bringing some of what I've learned back to the farm," Caleb said. "It might be a bit of a challenge to get Clarkson on board with some of the new ideas, but I think he'll come around eventually." The dynamic between Caleb and Clarkson has always been a highlight of the show, with Clarkson's often misguided enthusiasm balanced by Caleb's practical advice. As Caleb's experience grows, it's likely that his role on the show will continue to evolve, providing even more moments of humor, learning, and farm-based chaos. Caleb's reflections on the trip. Looking back on his trip abroad, Caleb expressed a sense of gratitude for the opportunities that have come his way. From his unexpected rise to fame on Clarkson's farm to his first international journey, Caleb's life has changed in ways he never could have imagined. "It's been a wild ride," Caleb admitted. "A year ago, I was just a regular guy working on a farm, and now I'm traveling the world and meeting some incredible people. I never thought I'd be in this position, but I'm grateful for it." Despite his growing fame, Caleb remains humble and committed to the land. His experiences abroad have only strengthened his passion for farming, and he is determined to continue sharing his journey with viewers, educating them about the challenges and rewards of agricultural life. "I think farming's in my blood," Caleb said. "No matter where I go or what I learn, I'll always be a farmer at heart." Conclusion. Caleb Cooper's future. Caleb Cooper's trip abroad is just the beginning of a new chapter in his life and career. As he continues to grow both personally and professionally, his fans are sure to follow his journey with keen interest. The lessons he learned from his travels, the new perspectives he gained, and the relationships he built will no doubt shape his approach to farming in the years to come. For now, fans of Clarkson's farm can look forward to watching Caleb's international adventure unfold on their screens, with the promise of more farming wisdom, laughs, and personal growth. It's clear that Caleb Cooper's time abroad is just the start of something even bigger in his remarkable journey as a farmer and television personality.